What's going on, people, and welcome back to Word on the Corner. You understand? We're back again, yeah? Back our blood clot again. Another day, more news, more word from the corner, you get me? And let's get straight into this one, people. Now, Arsenal have gone to the PGMOL and lodged a complaint over the treatment of our star boy, Bukayo Saka. Now, yesterday, some stats came out that Bukayo is the third most fouled player in 2023, receiving 87 fouls. Only Jordan Ayew, who was fouled 113 times, and Bruno Guimaraes, who was fouled 92 times, have been fouled more than Bukayo this season, or should I say, in 2023. Now, what the complaint is that Arteta is saying to the PGMOL that when the first strong challenge comes in on Bukayo, the first one that's like borderline yellow card, a yellow card should be issued straight away for the first strong foul. You understand? He's saying that they're letting it run, and it's the second strong foul where they're pulling out a yellow card. Sometimes it's the third, you get me? I go to games, you understand? I watch all the games, and I see the treatment Bukayo gets. And in recent weeks, he's been getting the shit kicked out of him, blood. You get me? And the referees are not protecting him. You get me? Arteta has spoke to Bukayo, and he has said to him that, yo, you got to adapt your game. You get me? You got to know when to receive the ball. You got to know when to release it. You got to know when to make a run with the ball, driving with the ball. Obviously, they've tried to work on things in training as well to toughen him up a bit more. But if a man's kicking you the whole game, you get me, kicking at your Achilles, kicking at your ankles, shit's going to go wrong. You understand? And obviously, Bukayo's been carrying this niggling injury, this Achilles problem throughout the whole of 2023. Obviously, we saw the little problems he went through in October. He went down against Lawns, pause, and then obviously he was taken off, and then he missed a couple games in the October period. So Arteta's using that in his argument as well. You get me? And I totally understand Arteta's upset, Bukayo's upset, but what I don't get is that have Bruno Guimaraes, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, and Jordan Ayew, have they lodged complaints as well? Because if he was the most fouled player, then you get me, I would kind of get it. But if you're third, you understand, like, obviously third is still a lot, blood, let's be real, like, because the amount of players that's in the Premier League, you understand, 20 times 25, you do the maths, blood, you get me? It's a lot of players, blood. So obviously he is very high up on the list, blood. But I'm not sure about this making a complaint thing, you get me? I don't know if that's ever happened before, blood. Like, I'm sure you lot will let me know, you understand? But for me, if the referees ain't going to protect Bukayo, then his teammates have to protect him, blood. You get me? Because when we had Henry and them man there, and let's say, for example, Henry was getting kicked down by flipping, I don't know, Yap Stam or Sammy Hippie or one of them man there, blood. You get me? Marcel Desailly. Bro, Vieira and them man there would, you understand, they would back it, bro, and they would go and kick up some of their opposition players. I'm not saying to go out and just start kicking up, man, you get me? But you understand, if you're going to try and come with that type of angle, then we got to come back with it, blood, you get me? And if you look at the team, there's not really no one in there that's got that bite, you understand? Xhaka had that bite. I think the closest one we have now is probably Dex, you get me? But that would be my advice, innit? Like, you get me? You lot need to be a bit more stronger on the pitch, you understand? You have to show a bit more alliance with Bukayo, blood. If man are kicking him up, blood, you lot got to back the thing, innit? You get me? Because you know the referees, the PGML, they're not going to back the thing, blood, innit? So it's down to us, innit? You understand? But you get me? That was placed yesterday. Now let's get into transfer talk. You understand? Yesterday, news dropped that our main summer targets, you get me? Because, bro, I don't even know if we're going to sign anyone in January, blood. You get me? Because the way it's looking, all I'm seeing is summer targets. Summer targets. Every day, summer target. Not really seeing a lot coming in, pause, in this window. I'm seeing a lot of outgoings. You get me? That's the rumors I'm seeing, blood. You understand? But the big rumor is that Martin ZUBIMENDI, the 23-year-old Real Sociedad midfielder, is our primary target in the summer transfer window. Now, obviously, he would come in as a Thomas Partey replacement. You get me? Absolute baller, blood. You understand? I'd be all for that signing, blood. You get me? But he is also heavily liked by Bayern Munich. You understand? Them man there, if you're in a transfer battle with them, it's a tough one, blood. You get me? But Arsenal have been big admirers of him. We've had scouts over there. You get me? And I think we should keep an eye on that one for the summer. You understand? Hopefully, we can get that over the line, because that's the exact type of player that we need, blood. You understand? High quality players, blood. You get me? And yeah, I'm very happy with ZUBIMENDI if that was to happen in the summer. They've called it a trio of summer signings, you understand? Because Pedro Netto the Wolves winger. He's been lighting up the place this summer, you understand? This season, sorry, you understand? He's also been heavily linked with a move to Arsenal in the summer. And they're saying that Ivan Toney is a summer target, blood. You get me? So it's looking like Toney, that deal's not going to happen in the January window. You lot already know we need a striker, blood. You understand? We need a midfielder, blood. You get me? But all I'm seeing really is left back talks. You understand? When we need a midfielder and a striker, just bring back Tierney. That one's done. You get me? Obviously, he's not going to invert the way Zinchenko inverts, but you understand? That's our best option right now, blood. You get me? Let's go and bring in people that are gonna push us on, because you get me, the title race is looking a bit mad right now. You get me? Aaron Ramsdale. Now, obviously, Aaron has been dropped by Arteta, blood. Let's have it right, blood. He's been dropped, blood. You get me? David Raya is the Arsenal #1. But good news coming out today or yesterday is that Aaron will probably not leave the club in this window. Obviously, Newcastle were interested. Nick Pope injured. They got that white lad Dubravka in between the sticks. Ramsdale, much better option than Dubravka. Could even push Nick Pope for the #1 spot at Newcastle. But it's looking like the Englishman will not be leaving the club this window. And I'm very happy about that, blood. You get me? I want him to start against Liverpool on the weekend, blood. We're going to talk about the Liverpool game closer to the time. But if he has a good performance in that game, I think he deserves a chance in the Premier League, because David Raya is pissing me off, blood. You get me? Thomas Partey. Now, obviously, the news came out that he will not be going to the AFCON. He will be out for January, or majority of January. But it come out that it's not a setback in the injury. It's just a longer process for him to come back than they thought. So we're going to keep an eye on that situation. But also, Juventus have cooled their interest in the Ghanaian midfielder. They were having a look at him. They were interested, but obviously his injury concerns, they've pulled out of the race for that one, blood. So Thomas Partey will not be going to Juventus. Eddie Nketiah. Now, you lot know me and Eddie Nketiah, blood. You get me? Pause. I'm not a fan of Eddie, blood. You get me? Nothing personal, you understand? But I'm just, you get me? If we're trying to elevate, then he's not the person to elevate us. You get me? And the interest is strong and the interest is real that is coming in for Eddie Nketiah. Crystal Palace and West Ham both are interested in the England striker. Arsenal have rebuffed the interest. They're basically saying if no striker comes in this window, then we will not be selling Eddie Nketiah. Apparently, he has forced his way into the plans of Arteta. Don't ask me how, blood. You get me? I already said it, bro. I said it on the live against Fulham. Whoever has, or whoever knows what Nketiah has on Arteta and where he has put that, let me know, blood. Because if I have to go take the hit and jump into some predicaments to get that, blood, to get him off ski, then let me know, blood. You get me? Because we need to get that done ASAP. Not good enough for Arsenal, blood. He's not making no impacts. You get me? I've said all I can say about Eddie Nketiah. Let's get that deal done ASAP, Arsenal. The striking area. Now, you lot know we need a striker, blood. You get me? Toney has been linked, but obviously that's looking like that could be a summer move. Dusan Vlahovic. Now, he was linked back in 2022, and Juventus have set an asking price of 50 million euros. I think it's 50 million euros, blood, or it might be 50 million pound, blood, but it's 50 million euros or pounds, blood, for the 23-year-old. You don't let me know about that one. You get me? Because what? Vlahovic for 50 mil in January, and then we go back for Toney in summer. Because let's be real, blood. Nketiah, Jesus, they're not good enough, blood. Man City had Jesus playing as a winger. Maybe that's what we need to do, blood. You get me? And bring in both of the strikers, blood. You understand? Because Vlahovic and Toney, they're not the same striker. They are different types of strikers, blood. You get me? Toney's more of a Jesus type striker, but he's just got more goals in his game. He's more clinical than Jesus, whereas Vlahovic is just an out-and-out striker, blood. You get me? He just wants to score goals. He just wants to stay around the 18-yard box. So, you get me? Much better than Nketiah. And I found out that he's actually younger than Nketiah. That is mad. Vlahovic is younger than Nketiah. That spun me, bro. You get me? But you don't let me know if you think we should go in and move for Vlahovic. 50 million, I think that's a good deal, blood. You get me? I'm not going to lie, blood. I think we should. If we can make that possible, like make it happen, I think we should do that, blood. More outgoing news for the people. Now, Cedric, he's only played one game this season, the Champions League game. He had a decent game in that game as well, blood, you understand? You don't know he's currently on £100,000 a week. He has 6 months left on that contract, and he is now attracting interest from Trabzonspor and Besiktas, blood, you understand? Both Turkish sides are looking at him as well. Villarreal also are interested in the Portuguese right back. For me, let's get that done in the January window. Not trying to lose him on a free, blood. Obviously, if we have to lose him on a free and take the hit, then we do that, blood. But if we can get a little change for him, blood, let's get that done ASAP. Mohamed El Neni, another man who's got 6 months left on his current deal, currently away with Egypt at the AFCON. He has also attracted interest from Turkey. Trabzonspor, who are interested in Cedric, also are interested in the Egyptian. And a couple Saudi clubs as well are interested in Mohamed. Al Shabab and Al Fatih, they are the two sides interested in him. But word on the corner is that they're going to try and leave it until summer and try to come in and scoop him on a free. We need to try and get that done as well, blood, you understand? Let's try and get some money for it on any, blood, you get me? Bring in reinforcements, you understand? Needs to get done. Nun Tavaj. Remember we spoke about Nun Tavaj? I think it was yesterday or the day before, blood, you get me? But Nun Tavaj, he's only made 3 appearances on his loan spell at Nottingham Forest. The last one coming in September, blood. And it's looking like Nottingham Forest and Arsenal might have come to an agreement to cut short his loan spell because interest from Europe is coming in for the left back. So we're going to keep an eye on that one as well, people. And then finally, news dropped yesterday. Arsblog dropped it, blood, that we will be going back again to the United States of America. We will be going back to California. We will be going to Los Angeles. We will be playing in the SoFi Stadium yet again. Obviously, yeah, as you can tell, blood, we're going back to America, blood, in preseason. Another preseason tour will be happening in America. One game penciled in already. Will be played at the SoFi Stadium. I don't have the dates yet. Obviously, when I get the dates, I'll let the people them know. But I'm a bit disappointed that it's America again. You get me? It's been America. Like, this is going to be the 3rd year in a row that it's been America, blood. You get me? With Rona away and the world's, you get me, healing and getting back to where it was before all of this stupidness. I think we should have maybe gone somewhere else, blood. You get me? We haven't gone to Asia for a while. We haven't gone to Australia for a while. We've never gone to Africa. We've never gone to the Caribbean. You get me? I really do think we should have gone somewhere else and let some fans in other parts of the world who haven't seen the beautiful Arsenal play live. I think they should have had the opportunity to have that, blood. You get me? So obviously, I'm very happy going back to America. You know me, I love America, blood, especially California. Yay. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that it should have been a different area this preseason. But maybe the preseason next after this one, blood, will be a different area, blood. You get me? That's all we have for you today, people, blood. You understand? Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, blood. Make sure you subscribe, blood. You understand? On the road to 300k, blood. We're on 296,000 now, blood. So we're running that down. Let's keep running it down, blood. You understand? You don't know the vibe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until tomorrow, it's your boy Troops, and I'm out, blood.